They never saw me as one of them. Not once. To them, I was the embarrassment, the sister who worked with her hands instead of spreadsheets, who shaped clay instead of profit margins. But clay remembers every touch. And tonight, so would they that I was early, 6:45 sharp, khakis pressed, hair tied back, a shirt that cost less than their napkins. The restaurant glowed like a cathedral of glass and gold, Meridian, the most expensive place in the city. My family had booked the private room, of course. When I walked in, it felt like stepping into a gallery of arrogance. 11 of them. Designer suits, glittering watches, diamond smiles. My sister looked up, her lips curving into that familiar smirk. What are you doing here? I held up my phone, the email glowing like a receipt of humiliation. Family business strategy dinner. Attendance requested. My mother, Patricia, the Queen of Ice, CEO of Morrison Holdings, set her glass down hard enough to crack silence. This dinner, she said, is for people who actually contribute to the business. Not dreamers. Her words hit like shards. My father didn't even glance up, just added, you make pottery in your garage, Sarah. This is about billion-dollar acquisitions. I swallowed. I make ceramics, I whispered. My sister laughed. Not a difference that matters. They went around the table, one after another, my brother Michael buried in his phone, my uncle pretending not to hear. My youngest brother smirked. Maybe she's here for a handout. My mother's voice cut through the laughter. You walked away from the family business 15 years ago. You don't get to come back when it's convenient. I could feel my face burning, my throat tightening, the familiar ache of being small in a room full of people who mistook cruelty for confidence. Then came the final blow. How much do you even make? My father asked. I hesitated. $75,000 last year. The table exploded in laughter, 11 people choking on their own superiority. Your sister's clothing budget is $75,000, my mother said. And you think you belong here? Jennifer whispered, maybe we should get security. That's when something inside me snapped. I pulled out my phone. Calmly. Deliberately. Before you do that, I just need to make a quick call. My brother snorted. What is this, a performance piece? I dialed. The line rang twice. Douglas? It's Sarah Morrison. Execute option 7. Sell all holdings. Every share. The laughter died instantly. All $290 million? Douglas asked. All of it, I said. Morrison Holdings, manufacturing, real estate trust, ventures, liquidate everything by market close tomorrow. And just like that, the air left the room, phones began to buzz. One by one, my family looked down, eyes widening, color draining. My father's hands trembled. This says you control 47% of Morrison Holdings. 47.3, I corrected. Grandpa made sure of that. They froze. My uncle's face turned paper white. That's impossible. It's not, I said. He gave me his controlling trust on my 21st birthday. He told me to invest wisely, and to stay quiet until it mattered. My mother's voice cracked for the first time in my life. He gave you $80 million? 16 years ago. I nodded. He was disappointed in what this family became. Too obsessed with appearances. Not enough with substance. My brother stammered, so you've been sitting on a fortune while we thought you were broke? I wasn't hiding, I said. I was watching. Their disbelief filled the silence like smoke. And now, I added, I'm done watching. I confirmed liquidation with Goldman Sachs next. $380 million. The color in their faces turned to ash. My father whispered, you'll destroy the company. No, I said. I'm just removing my business from yours. My mother's voice finally cracked, real emotion this time. Please. Let's talk about this. Now you want to talk? I asked. 30 seconds ago, you wanted me removed. I turned to the phone. Catherine, hold the order. Keep it ready. And then I looked at them, really looked. You will sit. You will listen. For the first time in 15 years. They sat. Every last one that I told them the truth. That the Techline deal was reckless, all flash, no foundation. That I'd read every board report for 16 years, waiting for this moment. They listened. For once, and when my father asked if I'd keep my investment, I gave them 3 conditions: a board seat, real merit over family favoritism, and respect, the kind not bought with cars or clothes. They agreed. Every one of them. When the waiter poured me a glass of wine, my mother finally said, "Stay for dinner?" I smiled. For the first time in years, I sat in the middle of that table, not as the outcast, but as the storm they never saw coming. Sometimes silence is mistaken for weakness, but silence is just patience sharpening its blade. That if your family ever made you feel small, remember this: value doesn't shout. It waits. And when it finally speaks, everyone listens.